I've been muted this whole time. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Oh man. I pulled the Darwin Nunez, man. I missed the tap in. I missed the tap in. Oh, wow. Hello everyone. Welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. People are putting L streamer in the chat. They're saying LMAO. God damn it, man. I tried this time. I really tried to be on time. I was explaining how this is going to work. Yeah, so I promised a few months back that we would do a half season ranking of all the players. The thing is, we technically aren't at the halfway point of the season yet. Think about it. Think about that. We have Leipzig to play as the last Bundesliga team we haven't played on January 20th. By the way, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that. Dude, I did a show yesterday. God damn, man, I'm consistent out here. All right, so there's 5 tiers. We got feces, means your dog poop. We got meh, it means meh. Yeah, you know. We got very good. We have bowling as the top and helping. I just wanted the two to mix and match and rhyme. Bowling, helping. Helping means you're above very good, but you're just not as consistent as the bowling category. So there are players in this list that aren't even at Bayern, like Nianzou, like Zagzi, and I think that's it. Yeah, we'll go through each player, put them on a tier, and see what we can do. But hit the like button if you haven't. I apologize for that muted thing at the beginning. That's annoying. George Bayern played Leipzig. Yeah, we did. But it was in the Super Cup. All right, cool. Let's get into it. Neuer. You guys are going to help me with this too. Well, no. I know ball. I don't need you. No, you're going to help me, man. Neuer in goal. You know, here's what I'll say about Neuer. He did pick up some injuries. I think he was injured for a month before the World Cup, and then he came back, played the last 2-3 games. I'll say this. Neuer has made some mistakes, but, you know, he's not crap. You know, this guy's not playing like Bird Leno at Arsenal. He's just doing his thing. He's there, and he's just doing what he needs to do as a goalkeeper. I will say he's starting to look human. You know, there were seasons where I didn't think this guy was human. He was a robot. He saved everything. He came off his line perfectly, never made any mistakes. This season, however, there's just been those, those kind of moments. But in the big games, has not been a problem. Made saves against Barcelona that kept us in the game. And honestly, I think Neuer has been helping. Yes, helping. I think he's been above very good. You know, no. I'll say very good solely because he has picked up some injuries. And that's the truth. And I feel like Ulreich had to play more games than I've ever seen the guy play for us, apart from 2018 season when Neuer was out after the World Cup. Was he even in the World Cup? Well, I know he was out. And he was just out of form. But then he came back in 2019 and did his thing. You know what? I think Ulreich has been meh. Let me just put it that way. I don't know why y'all rate Ulreich. Some of you just love the guy. I don't know what you love about him. He's not some Bayern legend that's one of our old goalkeepers that's still playing for us. He's a servant of the club. No. Ulreich is a 34-year-old man that has never left Neuer's shadow, but was never good. He is not a good goalkeeper. And here's the thing. If a goalkeeper's bad, you don't really get as many opportunities to tell, right? Because how often do they come out for a cross? How often do they come out for a corner, right? You know, De Gea is not a great goalkeeper. He's a good shot stopper sometimes. That's debatable, to be honest. But with his feet, he's all right. But people still think he's great because he makes some really good saves every, now and then, right? I think Ulreich is not a good goalkeeper. He doesn't have any ball-playing ability with his feet. I think the modern-day keeper needs to be good with both feet. Should we buy a new keeper? No, let's keep Ulreich and play him against PSG in the Champions League. Of course, when you go. All right, I'm just bitter right now. In my opinion, Ulreich is meh. And I think all of you understand that. He's not feces, though. I didn't put him in dog poop. I just said he's meh. When Neuer was out, he played and did nothing wrong. Apart from the penalty. Was that his fault? All right. Davies. Alphonso Davies. Well, you know what's interesting? I read a comment somewhere. Davies saying his dad is a Chelsea fan. And in the comment, some Chelsea fan was like, we don't need another injury-prone left back, laughing. I was like, wait, is Davies injury-prone? Fonzie's kind of injury-prone, man. A little bit. This wasn't a problem for maybe 2 years of him starting games week in, week out. Man, he kind of picks up, hamstring, knocks. At least there's no major injury there. It'd suck if he, ripped an ACL or did anything else. So, yeah, I just never understood. Up until now, I never thought about his injury record. Kind of reminds me of Alaba's injury history. Just not too injured, just here and there, injured every other month, and they're out for a week and then they're back in training. So that's the difference with Alphonso Davies. He pulled his hamstring right before the World Cup. The beautiful thing is none of our players, apart from Lucas Hernandez, picked up any injuries. Yeah, Stanisic had a muscle injury for about a few days with Croatia. Mazraoui had some illnesses and some other injuries, some knocks. But for the most part, with this break that they have now, I can imagine our entire team is fit. Now, of course, apart from Neuer, I don't expect any more skiing incidents. So I think Alphonso Davies has been helping. When I say helping, I mean he has been helping the ballers ball. The only reason he's in there, despite his decent performances, the second leg against Barcelona kind of got cooked and turned a little bit more than I wanted him to. So, we got to consider that. There was some games where, maybe better crossing could have helped. But I think Alphonso Davies gives a platform for the rest of the team to perform great. So in my opinion, Alphonso has been helping. He has been very, very efficient as a left back. He's a dribbling machine. He's so fun to watch. How much will we get for Pavard? 2 million? I don't know. Meh sounds bad, but it's meh is average. Right. Exactly. That's exactly what it means. It means you're just average. If you're not average and you're below that, to me, you're crap. So at least Ulreich is in meh, right? I think a lot of people would agree with this list. Pavard, Benjamin Pavard. You know what's interesting? We started the season with Pavard scoring a lot of goals. He was scoring like a goal here, goal there, getting an assist. Yeah, I remember him scoring against. Was it Leipzig he scored against? And everyone was talking about Mazraoui. And then, as the season went on, Mazraoui started proving himself. The first game where Mazraoui came in was against Barcelona. Pavard, honestly, meh, average. Wow, who would have seen that one coming? No, some people think I should put him in feces because he's just trash. He needs to go. Nah, I'm going to be objective. I think Benjamin Pavard has done okay. I should change the color for feces to a more appropriate color. Yes. No, that's not feces. No. I want a color that looks like poop. All right, fine. We'll do gray. So I would say Pavard is in meh. I think he gives us something. He can play center back, right back. Honestly, if I had to keep Pavard, if he was just humble, the problem with Pavard is his ego is bigger than his ability level. If Pavard was just some humble, oh man, I'm not really that guy. You know, I can be a utility player. I want to help the team. If he said things like that, I want to help the team, I'd be like, oh, yeah, bro, stay on that bench and help us. He would be a fan favorite. You know, his play style, he's just very passionate when he gets into tackles. When he loses the ball, he's passionate trying to win it back. You know, sometimes he makes that last-ditch tackle. It looks great. You know, but the problem with Pavard is his ego. He thinks he's Philip Lahm. He's Philip Max. That's his ability level. So, yeah, that's where I'm putting Pavard. Meh. Bunasa. Feces. Even though he has not played a single game this season, delete him from this team. Please terminate his contract. Send him back. Pack it. I despise this bowler. I don't like players like Bonasar. Just nothing good about them. Oh, he dribbled that one guy that one time. Freaking dork, man. Let him go. Bonasar is trash. Trash bowler. Defensively trash. Offensively trash. Just everything about him. He has not played a single minute this season, but he pisses me off that he's at this club, so get rid of him. Get rid of him in January. Brazo, do the business. Do the job. It's your damn job. I despise Bonasar. He's dead. Dead to me. All right. Y'all want me to do Musiala next, don't you? I gotta move my boy. I gotta keep the video going, man. I gotta keep the show entertaining. Hit the like button if you haven't. Limer will replace Pavard just fine. Limer is not a center back, right back hybrid. He can play right back. I've seen him do it for Leipzig, but yeah, maybe to a certain degree he might be able to play left back. Yeah, and right back. He might be that much of a utility player. Upamecano, man, I got to put him where he needs to be. Balling. I don't know how many bad games Upa has had this season. I remember him letting the ball bounce against Mönchengladbach, and that's about it. Upamecano for France and for Bayern has been world class. His passing. Now, Upa's ability on the ball has always been praised by me. What I always criticized was his lack of concentration. This guy can choose to be one of the best defenders in the world, or he can choose to be the French David Luiz. Good on the ball, not a great defender. However, this season, Upa has shown a level of maturity I didn't think existed in him. The consistency has been great. And actually, I have to draw this point out. Upa lost his dad, didn't he? Or lost his sister? Someone died in his family last season. And I think it was halfway through the season. Of course, that affects you as a player. Your mentality is not there. So that grieving period clearly must have had some level of effect on his performances. So the fact that he's still here now, doing what he does, is so commendable. I think Upamecano has been a rock at the back this season. When De Ligt got signed, everyone thought De Ligt, Lucas. Then the season started, Upamecano showed levels. He showed that, hey, I can make mistakes, but when I don't make mistakes, I am flawless. Now, Upamecano just needs to improve his strength. And not in the sense, traditional strength. No, I mean that fortitude that defenders have. Look at Van Dijk today against Leon Bailey. Just pushing the dude over like he's nothing. Upamecano is strong. He's stocky, built like a pit bull, So he needs to just start using that strength, and he used it at the World Cup. He needs to start leaving marks on players. He wins the ball very effectively, Upamecano, but sometimes I feel as though he can reserve his position and choose a better moment to win the ball. Sometimes I feel like he gets drawn into pressure or drawn in to attack and get the ball back, and then gets turned, and it looks really bad on him. But for France, I feel like he did a better job because Didier Deschamps expects absolute defensive astuteness. So Upamecano acted a lot more mature in that World Cup. And for that reason, he has been balling. Balling, baby. Marquinez says the French David Luiz. Yikes, that's cold. Yeah, Upa can choose to be a great defender or the French David Luiz. So it's his choice. And I think this season he has chosen to be a really competent defender, despite some hiccups here and there. Rare. And that's what you want from a young defender. Rare mistakes to prove that they're human. But then that means there's room to improve. I think there's defenders out there that are the same age as Upa that look flawless, but in a big game, the pressure gets to them. And Upamecano has proven in big games he can perform. So love Upamecano. And I have to say, I told y'all so. Hey, they were doubting me, man. The peoples were doubting me when I said Upamecano can do something, right? And now it's going to be Upamecano and De Ligt. It's going to be so interesting to see Upamecano versus Mbappe versus Neymar, because once again he'll prove that he can do it at the big stage against the big players. So yeah, I think Upa was the best French defender versus Argentina. He did a crazy task, man. Blocked 2 last-minute shots that would have resulted in goals for sure. That put France into a penalty shootout. And if they won that, then the whole story would be, what a performance by Upamecano to deny Argentina their win. Joshua Kimmich is the next player to be ranked. Now, you guys got to understand, Kimmich is one of my favorite players. I love his character. I do. That's usually what people say and then start criticizing. No. Here's what I'll say about Kimmich. Kimmich is gonna frustrate me and you. He's gonna get drawn into tackles in a big game when we need him to stay back a little bit and be composed. This season, I think he improved it. I think the relationship with Goretzka developed. I think in the beginning of the season with Sabitzer, the balance was there and we felt as though it was good. But in the big game against Barcelona, everyone saw the deficiencies in Sabitzer's game. There's no question that Kimmich is a technically amazing footballer. To be able to spray passes the way he does with both feet is a spectacle. And I rate Kimmich highly. I love him. And I'm going to put him in bowling. But there's something people have to understand. Bayern Munich have not gotten to a Champions League semifinal with Kimmich in midfield. That's a pretty damning statistic. Kimmich has been playing in midfield since 2020, right? Or 2019. What that basically means is that for one reason or the other, our midfield is incapable of coping with the pressure that comes with big games and big players and technical players. When you have Neymar to defend, it's a lot harder. Neymar tore Kimmich apart a few seasons back. So I am not saying this to bring Kimmich down. I love Kimmich. But I'm saying in order to get the best out of Kimmich, we have to stop expecting him to defend in big games like a Tchouameni. Tchouameni is the kind of guy you play next to Kimmich. I think Bayern need a Real Madrid-esque midfield. You have your Luka Modric. You have your Toni Kroos. Kimmich can be the Toni Kroos. And then you have a Tchouameni. Goretzka is the only player with the physical capabilities to be compared to Tchouameni. But he doesn't have the defensive accolades, the reading of the game, the interpretation of space and awareness. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He's not a CDM. We're signing Konrad Laimer, and everyone thinks, oh, he's that CDM. He's not. He's a central midfielder who presses. There's a difference between winning the ball from pressure versus winning the ball by reading the game and intercepting and breaking up play. Javi Martinez is the closest player we've had in the last few years to Tchouameni or Casemiro, just reading the game and breaking up play. One of the good reasons we defended so well against Liverpool in 2019, away from home at Anfield, we were one of the first teams to not concede to Liverpool in their own stadium in years under Klopp, was because we had Javi Martinez. Javi broke down Mo Salah, he broke down Firmino and Mane, and he just intercepted everything, cleared the ball. Javi had a great performance that night. And you got to understand, That's what I mean when I say a CDM. I don't mean a midfielder that can just win the ball. Goretzka wins the ball. Kimmich wins it. But I mean a midfielder that can win the ball when the opponent is dangerous, right? That midfielder that can stick a foot and you're like, where did he come from? How did he get there? How did he read that? That's what I mean. Anticipation. So, long rant. Livakovic to Bayern, question mark. We need Mbappe. We need De Jong and Bellingham. God damn, my man's just trying to sign the whole world. You can have one, not Mbappe, not Bellingham. If we were to sign any of those players, it'd probably be De Jong, right? Okay. Stanisic, I'll say, has been meh. And the reason I'll say he's been meh is because meh means average. Meh, you're not bad, you're just not great. And that's what Josip Stanisic is. He's a younger version of Pavard with pace, who actually starts for his national team these days. So I think Josip Stanisic is a player that gives you utility. He doesn't give you world-class ability. He's not some young player with great potential. I feel like his potential being fulfilled just means him playing for Bayern for more than 5 seasons. That's him winning. If he left Bayern, he's not going to a great club other than us. We're the great club, right? So I think he's been meh this season. I don't remember any game where I was particularly impressed. He started a few games due to injuries to Davies, but apart from that, just nothing crazy, right? And that's fine. That's okay. The difference with Stanisic and Pavard is that Stanisic seems to accept the role he has been given, and Pavard does not accept it. And that's the difference. We all like Stanisic, well, some of us, but we don't expect anything crazy from him. And for that reason, he's mad. Why would I put Musiala anywhere else? He's our best player, dude. You guys know how crazy obsessed I am with Musiala? Do you actually want to know? Let me show you my YouTube watch history for BayernNow. I swear to God, I just watch Musiala comps all day. I'll watch the same comp twice and act like it's a different one. Do you guys realize how much I love Musiala? Nah. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is my second screen. Oh, you can't see that. Look at me. This is my YouTube watch history on BayernNow. Look at this. December 16th, Musiala. Now you're like, oh, that's nothing. Well, that's not even my usage account for YouTube. I have an account, just my name. You want to see what I be watching all day? Okay, I'll show you. This is what I mean. This is my my YouTube. I just subscribe to channels with this account. I don't post anything. Musiala destroyed Davies. I've watched this short like 50 times. December 5th, Musiala Pedri. Musiala humiliating everyone. December 2nd, Musiala. You get it? And I cleared my watch history a few months ago. I'm obsessed. I love Jamal Musiala, bro. He could have my babies. I don't even know how that's going to work, but he can do whatever he wants, man. I love the kid. I think he's our best player, best footballer. Well, no, I don't think he's our best pure footballer. I think Sane and even Davies and, in terms of talent, I think you guys got to understand, when I say Sane, I mean, how many weapons? When I rate a footballer, I have to think, okay, how many weapons do you have? I'd argue Coman's a better, pure dribbler than Jamal. Davies, I'd say, dribbles better at speed, but the difference, Messi isn't the best dribbling footballer ever. I mean, he's definitely probably top 2, but second would probably be Maradona, or maybe, up there would be Iniesta. Players by dribbling, I don't just mean Ronaldinho might be, I think Ronaldinho wasn't as efficient with his dribbling, but no, he was as efficient, but he did it skillfully. That's the difference. Skillful dribbling. where he's doing, elastic hose, and he's crazy. So what I mean when I talk about Musiala, he has that, like efficiency to his game where he doesn't dribble just to do it. He dribbles with an intention, with an invention that he's trying to create, with space he's reading and awareness he has. So I'd say Musiala is so efficient at getting goals and assists. That's what makes him so special. You don't think there's young players that can dribble? Of course they can. There's a lot. St. Maximin dribbles. That's not the point. The point is dribbling with ideas. That's what makes Neymar so dangerous. There's Brazilians that dribble more than Neymar, but they don't dribble like Neymar. Neymar dribbles where you don't want him dribbling. Musiala's dribbling in your box. That's jarring. That's really irritating. So Jamal Musiala has been our best player by a long shot. Although I'm not really. We could put it. This is the order I'd say this season our players have been. But yeah, I'd say I look at weapons. Musiala has the dribbling, but the shooting and finishing, although that wasn't really evident from the World Cup. I mean, he hit the post twice. Come on. In any other game, that's 2 goals. So, and that was from outside the box both times. So Musiala, what a performance at that World Cup. And he showed, and it's not just, dribbling to shoot. He dribbles and creates space for his teammates. How many times would Musiala dribble, lay the ball off, and then, Muller might make a bad touch or Goretzka misses the shot? Happened. So it's the help he needs, not anything else. Hell no? What are we saying hell no to? Oh, should Choupo get the R9 haircut? Nah. He's much better this year. He's built more strength than shows. Yeah. And, a lot of people were saying, Musiala needs to go to the gym with Goretzka. Why? Why did he ever need to do that? Why do people think physicality actually means muscle? It doesn't. For example, I'm strong. I have muscle because I go to the gym and I've been working out for close to almost 2 years now. Just enjoying the gym, right? But when I played, I didn't go to the gym, but I was still like strong. Strength is about how you use your body, how you get in front of your man. That's strength, right? Musiala has strength. It's just not the kind of strength you're thinking about. It's the strength where you can't just get the ball off of him because he's moving his feet different and he's positioning his body. It's like a boxer that has good footwork and doesn't necessarily look big. Like Mike Tyson. Mike was a heavyweight, and he's 5'10", right? His footwork his hands were fast, and his punches just landed correct. That's what I mean. He's really sturdy. Yeah. You guys remember when Musiala would just get shoved and fall? And, he was all over the place, I think that's where the name Bambi comes from, because he was like a deer, dude. He's just doing, moving. It just looked weird. Now I feel like, watch the Costa Rica game. You don't see that anymore with Jamal. His improvement has been world class. I mean, bro, whatever he's doing, he should keep doing it, because I don't see him just losing his balance now. His balance is crazy. I mean, it was great before. Balance doesn't mean your ability to stay up. It means your ability to look like you're about to fall but never fall. So Jamal, man, I love what I'm seeing from him. Bro, he's crazy. He's cracked. And apparently, this dude has a neuroathletic coach. Do you know what that means? Musiala has some dude that trains his brain on how to play better. I didn't even know that was a thing. What the hell is a neuroathletic coach? Damn. Some bougie. Kingsley Coman, I'll say, nah, let's be real here. I love Kingsley. No, here's what I'll say. I love Kingsley as a person. I don't rate him as highly as other people do as a footballer. When I say that, a lot of people get butthurt. Oh, no, what do you mean? Kingsley's so good. And there's no way Kingsley's worse than Bonasar. Okay. No. I was going to think about putting him in meh. Well, first of all, injuries and suspensions against Dortmund, he's the reason we went down to 10 men. Like, Kingsley has not had a great season. I don't even think the dude has scored in the Champions League, or for that matter, let me check if he scored in the Bundesliga. He has 1 goal, 4 assists. Wait, nah, I can't put him in feces, man. Nah, just the stats alone. I got to put him higher. But yeah, I mean, he has been dog poop in many games. I can't do that to Coman. I can't put him in feces next to Bonasar. My bad, Kingsley, bro. That's, feces is where players like Sarr and some other dead bowlers need to be going. Not you. I'm sorry. My bad. So Kingsley, Coman. In fact, I'd put him ahead of, even Ulreich in feces. But with Coman, just not a great season, not a great start. Missing a big chance at the World Cup. Well, a penalty, right? But the thing is, penalties are 50-50. I don't blame him for missing because I've never seen Kingsley take a penalty. Speaking of pens, we don't have any penalty takers at Bayern. Sadio Mane is our penalty taker. That's crazy. Okay, now let's move on. Goretzka. I think I'll say Leon Goretzka has been very good. Well, I can't put him in helping because helping means you're almost bowling. If you just have a few more games, or Goretzka is very good. That's the explanation. He's not going to be world class in terms of like his attributes. He's a box-to-box midfielder that offers goal scoring, and he can have a world class performance, but his style of play limits him a lot. Like, he can't do what Toni Kroos does, spraying passes. He can't do what Modric does, and he certainly can't do what Tchouameni does. So he's in between all of them. He has to do some ball carrying like Modric, some switch of play like Kroos, and some good defending like Tchouameni. But he can't do all of them. That's the point of a box-to-box midfielder. Your box-to-box midfielder isn't really supposed to be that special. They're just supposed to do everything good and very good. What differentiates box-to-box midfielders is just if they have two really standout qualities, and I'll say Goretzka's goal scoring and his inbox runs really good and can be world class. That's what I mean when I say he can score 3 goals and that's world class. That's a world class performance, but he can't do that a week after. So Goretzka is always going to be, stuck with having every attribute you need in a midfielder, but he will never stand out at having 4 attributes, like he's just crazy good at being a CDM. No, he might be okay. Like, he's not a specialist CDM. He's not a specialist goal scorer, but he scores a lot. So that's what you got to understand, right? The weapons, and when we talk about Musiala being world class, we're talking about his dribbling, his interpretation of chance creation, and how he's able to solve problems at high speeds. When we talk about Davies, we're talking about a fullback that isn't just good at attacking, but also good at defending. We're talking about a fullback that plays like he's on crack cocaine in big games. He's cooking everyone. That's what I mean, right? Leroy Sane. I can't quite put Sane in that bowling world-class category. Why the hell not? Nah, why not, G? Nah, you guys hear me out. Hear me out. Yeah, that's what I mean, Mark. He's a very limited player. Like, he's not going to dribble through 5 players and, leave pressure, evade it. People are saying Davies bowling, in my opinion. I'd put him in there, but Fonzie hasn't played as many games as, anyone else in that category because injuries and also he got turned against Barcelona versus Dembele, and I don't like that. So I agree with Mark here. I'm putting Sane in the category I'm putting him in. He's not next to Kimmich and Musiala, but he's bowling. Sane had this kind of performance in the first half of last season, and I need him to replicate it in the second half because he didn't replicate it, his great performances in the second half of the season. He went back to being old Sane, but how do you blame him when he was playing left wing and then moved? This season, Sane has played right wing, left wing, attacking midfielder, and he is cooked in every position. Bro, I never thought I'd see Sane cook at right wing again. At Schalke, he did it. But damn, this guy's cold. I mean, yeah, does he still have some annoying, frustrating moments? Sure. But he gives us entertainment, gives us goals, scores in big games. He scored the first goal against Inter. He scored the first goal against Barcelona. Wait, was that the second goal? No, it was his first. Yeah, bro. Sane's a big game player, boys. If I had a penalty in the last minute, I ain't picking Coman to take it. I'd pick someone like, I'm not even going to pick Kimmich, to be honest. I feel like Kimmich would miss. I feel like a player like Sane is that guy. He'll look at the goalkeeper in the eye and dink him. Like he has that temperament, dude. He'll chip the keeper you need this. Sane, Bayern gets relegated if we don't score this. We'll be playing Europa League like Barcelona, and Sane's he's gonna pause and just breathe in and out, and then he's probably gonna smash it against the crossbar, and it's gonna bam bam, and it's gonna go in. I feel like he's the kind of guy to do that, and that's what I love. He's just a big game player. If you need, that's what I always said. Sane was always gonna be a weapon in big games. Sometimes, he'll miss a touch, he'll do something weird. But when you need your nutmegs, you need your nutmegs. He'll nutmeg like one of the best defenders in the world and score a goal. Like he's that guy, man. He's that guy. So I have to put Sane in bowling. Lucas Hernandez, I'll say helping. Lucas, the reason I can't put Lucas in bowling, well, because then that inflates the category. I think Lucas hasn't played as many games as the rest. That's just a simple fact. I mean, injuries. He got injured before the World Cup, if you forget, right? Got a groin injury against Barcelona. Couldn't play the second leg. Couldn't play against Inter either. So, but he still played 4 UCL games, or is it 3? I don't know. But I will say Lucas Hernandez, get well soon, bro. I feel like Lucas is the guy. He's also another player I'd choose to take a penalty in the last minute, bro. Lucas just has that. He has that mentality. I love it. He's just a scumbag, and it's great. It's annoying when it's against you, but when Lucas is out here making sliding challenges for a simple win of the ball, I mean, it's crazy. This guy's pocketed Neymar. But yeah, Lucas would be in bowling if he didn't pick up the knocks he did, and now he's injured permanently. So it's kind of annoying, but I'm not factoring that. I'm just looking at the first half of the season. I think Lucas didn't show me anything he hadn't shown me before. He's just world class. I don't know if this guy can have a bad game like that. He can have a game where maybe his passing is off, but defensively, when does he have a bad game, dude? He reads the game so well, and I hope my man doesn't get 40 pace when he comes back from injury, man. He doesn't get that Maguire speed. I need him to remain Lucas. And the beautiful thing about technology is the advancement in medical technology. So, all right, Sabitzer. I'm going to put Sabitzer in meh. And a lot of you probably want me to put him in feces. Feces is for one man only, so there's not going to be another player in feces. Sabitzer, he's very, you know what I like about this? All of our starting players are in very good and above. This is actually very good. I mean, Coman starts, but not really these days. Ulreich doesn't start. Pavard doesn't start. Stanisic doesn't start. And now Sabitzer doesn't start. This is actually a good sign. Guys, this is good. What does this tell you? It tells you that the quality of our team has improved. Upamecano, Sane, Musiala. All our starters are at a certain, like Kimmich and Davies and Lucas, Neuer. And the positions where we have very good aren't like bad positions. We have very good in midfield. So that's the trend that I'm starting to notice. Sabitzer, I will say, he adds balance in games of no relevance, but when it comes down to it, he ain't that guy. He's not a baller. He doesn't have the technical efficiencies, or he's limited. And this is something Martinez just said about Goretzka, and it's true for Sabitzer. But the thing with Goretzka is he stands out in a few accolades. He's a good goal scorer, and he doesn't make stupid decisions. He doesn't have, this shot from outside the box he takes that annoys us. Goretzka picks his moments, and I love that. So, okay. I just read the most outrageous tweet ever. That was crazy. All right. That was outrageous, G. Okay, let's keep going. Who's the next player? It looks like Matisse Tell. I'll put Tell in very good. Yeah. I don't think he's helping, because helping means you're almost bowling. He's not playing nearly enough for that. The reason I'll put Tell in very good is because, well, he came in the summer. No one really knew about him because he played a total of 45 professional minutes for Stade Rennes. No one thought he'd be doing what he's doing now. And Matisse Tell is literally cooking. Kid is 6 foot. He can be that striker that we always wanted. And he's 17. Like when he has 3 goals in the Bundesliga, 1 goal in the Pokal, only playing 347 minutes, meaning he gets involved in a goal every 87 minutes. What does that tell you? If he plays a full game, he's scoring. That's that feeling you get. Also, for the France under-19s, kids cooking. I mean, think about this. He has played 12% of our minutes and has been involved in 6% of our goals. That's an outrageous statistic. In the Pokal, started once, scored once. I'm kind of disappointed he didn't start against Augsburg. So with Tell, I just have to rate him highly, man. I love what Matisse Tell is and what he gives us. No rookie mistakes I can remember. Yeah, I mean, Nagelsmann complained about him shooting from that range when he went on that run. Well, Julian, what kind of BS is that? If you score from that, I guess you can say, he should have passed it. But I mean, we're winning like 4-0. Like, he might as well shoot. Come on. Especially if he's scoring. Just don't say anything. If he does it again and misses, you should be like, all right, maybe you should pass. But if he scores, then what's your debate about? That's what the best talents do. That's what the best players do. They shoot in a moment like that. They get a little bit more selfish, and they score, and it looks great. It's a beautiful goal. It gets on his record, and the fans love it. So I don't know what Nagelsmann was saying. De Ligt, I'll say, has been helping, just like Lucas. Matisse De Ligt came in fat. Now he's fit, has abs. Of course, he didn't play for the Netherlands, but it's not like they won much, so who cares? De Ligt, for me, has been spectacular. I think there's obvious deficiencies that I hate, which he's young, he can improve. Sometimes he does this thing where he'll read a header and miss it, and I just don't get it. He's tall, but that comes with experience. So yeah, De Ligt, man, he's gonna improve, and I think so far this season, he's playing his heart out, and I love what he's doing, and he's gonna keep getting better. And I can't say he's very good because the guy pocketed Lewandowski, man, and he's starting games, and him and Lucas, I feel like, have played the same amount of games. So De Ligt, man, helping, and he's cold. Choupo-Moting, hey, Lord Choupo, Cameroonian R9. I'm not gonna, use, he's bowling. Nah, he's helping. Nah, he's helping. He's doing what he's doing. Almost bowling. I mean, that's not the point, though. The point is he's doing exactly way more than we need him to. If I put him in very good, that means he's very good, but he's not, playing world-class performances. But Choupo is sometimes playing world-class performances. That's the point of the helping category. He's helping bowling. He's helping the bowlers, man. When the bowlers aren't bowling, he's bowling too. So it's kind of like, Choupo is never going to be, the greatest striker of all time, the greatest Bayern striker in our history. He's not going to be that. But what he is going to be is a utility over performing striker who's class. And that's what it is. He doesn't have an ego. So if, he's playing for his position, and that's why players like Giroud and Choupo and, some other strikers still perform at a high level despite their age. It's because they were never considered great. So they were always playing for their spot. So even now, Choupo's probably playing like, Mane's going to start over me if I don't keep bowling. So Mazraoui has been helping. Look at that performance against Barcelona. Absolute baller. I'm going to take Paul Vanner out of here because he barely played. Mazraoui has been helping. I love this guy, man. My bowler, man. My Moroccan. I needed a Moroccan right back after Hakimi snubbed us, but we had one. And Ajax the whole time. Thank you to Ajax. You guys got to remind yourselves that he was a free transfer. Just saying. Just got to remind you. Is Choupo a Bayern legend? If Choupo scores in a Champions League final, still not a Bayern. Yeah, I guess, it's what he did was legendary and iconic. It's the whole Javi Martinez argument. Was Javi Martinez a Bayern legend for the 2 years of great performances he had, and then Pep came in and decided to ruin it? No. Javi did iconic things. He's a fan, icon, but I wouldn't say he's a Bayern legend because that'd mean placing him on the same sentence as players like Beckenbauer and Schweinsteiger and Philipp Lahm, and it just wouldn't make sense. And freaking Oliver Kahn, bro. Javi Martinez is an icon of this club, and I love what he did, but I can't say he's a Bayern legend. So it might be the same thing with Choupo. Choupo can, score even in 10 Champions League finals. Wow, if he scores in 10 Champions League finals, that'd be a record, man. Be a record. So, no, I'd say Choupo would never. I don't joke about legends. You mean to tell me I got to put Javi Martinez in the same equation as Frank Ribery and Robin? Come on. Or Choupo. Come on. Nah. He's doing what he's doing, and he's helping. He's almost bowling. Gravenberch. I hate that I'm putting him here, but meh. He hasn't played, man. Nagelsmann, this is your chance. Play Tell and Nagelsmann. I read a source saying that Tell might be the surprise of the second half of the season because Nagelsmann really likes him. He listens to instruction well, and I'd love to see Tell getting an opportunity as well as Gravenberch, which is why I was so surprised why he wasn't mentioned as a potential breakout star of the second half of the season. I love Gravenberch. I love what he does. He's a very cultured footballer, but he is where he is because of the circumstance, right? He barely plays. Mane, I'll put him in meh. You guys are probably going to be surprised, but I'm not. I'll say Mane is obviously above some of these other players. I'll say Gravenberch is meh here, him and Sabitzer. Mane is meh, bro. Don't look at the goals and assists, all right? Don't look at that. Look at the performances. Mane has not been the guy, man. I'm glad he's here, giving us Instagram followers and all that. And I'm hoping he comes back and, is fit. But Sadio Mane, despite, the goals and assists in the UCL and in the league, in big games, he has been annoying. I mean, I think he started picking up the performances, in the last 3 to 5 games. But I don't think he was ever the guy, man. We shouldn't have signed him. I think we should have just found someone else. But I think it was we just lost Lewandowski, so let's get a big name player, Mane, to come back in and fill that void. And that's what it is. I know there's Senegalese people that watch me, and I'm not going to suck off Mane. I don't rate him that highly. He's not on my radar when it comes to players like Neymar and Musiala. He's not on that same level and never has been. He just got compared because of his stats. Liverpool players, man, and his accomplishments with Liverpool winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League. It's all great, but I'm not blind. I know what my eyes are seeing, and you guys might be, cooking me. Oh yeah, he's obviously better than Coman, at least this season, but not much better than the rest. Muller as well, hasn't shown me enough. I'll say him and Mane are just almost in the same category. Muller's slightly declining. Muller has not been better than Goretzka in terms of performances. Thomas Muller has been injured as well, but when he has played, it's not a surprise that Muller left the team or couldn't play, and then what's his name? Choupo-Moting came in, and now we're talking about Choupo. Muller's only started 47% of our Bundesliga games. He started every World Cup game. God damn. Hansi Flick was just moving weird and had 0 goal contributions. Started half our Champions League games, scored 1, assisted 1. I think both came against Pilsen, so nothing special. Pilsen, man, come on. And I think Mane's goals came against Pilsen as well. He didn't score against Inter, I don't remember. He didn't score against Barcelona. So that's my point, right? I love Thomas Muller, but I always accepted that he was going to decline at some point. And this is it. Muller's not going to be – I don't think he might perform slightly better and more consistently in the second half of the season. But it's over. Muller's 33. The thing is, players like Modric can do it because they were always technically gifted. Muller is not technically gifted. He was always a machine, a German engine, a space interpreter, man. My man understands space better than Elon Musk. So I think that's okay, guys. It's fine. Like I already told you guys, I'm never going to hold any bad performance Muller has from now on against him. No, because he's a Bayern legend. One of the greatest footballers we have ever had. Now, I wouldn't say, one of the greatest pure footballers, because he doesn't have the passing range or, the dribbling. That's not what I mean. I mean, the invention he created. This dude won 2 trebles. Come on, bro. And he scored. He owns Barcelona. One player owns Barcelona. Scores in big games, scores in little games, scores in no games. The guy has no kids. Muller decided, I'll own Barcelona. Barcelona's my kids. I don't have any yet. And that's what I'm telling you, boys. Muller's already that guy. He achieved everything he needed to achieve. And now he can retire, bro. This is the last contract at Bayern. Expires in 2024. There won't be a renewal. And then he can go get into the business world, play some golf and take care of his horses and, suck his horses off, because my man was literally selling horse cum. Bro, he was weird, man. Muller's weird. He could do that and then, a few years later, become a sporting assistant director at some point at Bayern or get his coaching like, bro, I'm starting to think about Muller as a coach. I'm not thinking of Muller as a player no more. It's over. It's just let it go, man. Get that thing off the road. That's what it is. He's slowly declining, but he's not declining sad like CR7. I feel like Muller knows, all right, I ain't that guy no more. He was always humble. That's why we love Muller. He's not going to be there sitting, give me $20 billion a year. I still think I'm that guy. He's not forcing a move out. I think he knows, man, I've been playing here since 2009, one club man. I just want to maintain that on my record. I'm ready to go. And that's okay. That's okay. Muller needs to play Cam off the bench and he'll be good. Yeah, he might be good off the bench. What the F was he selling? Anas, you better not know. He was taking his horse's semen. And yeah, I remember. I don't know the story exactly, but yeah, that's what it was. It was hilarious. Still can't believe that. Gnabry, I'll say very good. Yeah, shaky start, but if I put him in meh, it'd be unfair to him. Because, dude, if I'd say he has an average season compared to what I would. No. I'd say this. I would actually put him ahead of top, just a little bit. Yeah, I think Gnabry scoring and doing his thing is what we always needed and expected of him. I'm not going to put Zirkzee in here because he doesn't play for us. Nianzou left us for Sevilla, and guys, we have an option to buy. No, not an option. We don't have a buyback clause because I don't think we ever put that in there. No, we do. It was like 35 million for the buyback clause. Nianzou has been playing for Sevilla. Started 62% of their games. I remember he scored once in the Copa del Rey. Scored one in the Champions League. It's all right, you know. Yeah, he has one red card. God damn, Nianzou. He had a straight red card. I mean, I'm not surprised. That's how he always played. I mean, this guy came from PSG. He was supposed to be the next thing, could play in midfield as a defensive midfielder. And it's kind of crazy how, life changes, man. Still 20. Damn, I'm actually older than Nianzou. Oh, my God. I was born in... Oh, bruh. God damn, bro. So, yeah, Nianzou's not here. Nagelsmann, I'll say helping. I won't put him in bowling because I'm annoyed that he hasn't played Gravenberch and Tau as much as I wanted. He is not trusted in his squad. I feel like he plays the same players almost every game, and it gets annoying. But yeah, boys, that's the first half of the season rankings. I got a life to live, and I think Arsenal are playing, so I'm going to go to the gym and probably, catch some of that game. Guys, it's been a fun live stream. I enjoy talking to you guys as always. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mane scored against Barcelona away. Don't remember. How many did we score against them away? Was it 2? Or 3? Well, I guess we'll never know. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia, send Mia, and peace. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and share. And I'm out. So once again, just so you guys remember, these are the rankings. So don't ask me. In bowling, Musiala, Kimmich, Upamecano, Sane. So 4 really, really top-class players. I don't think Upa's missed a single game to injury. That's the kind of thing I'm considering. Sane missed a few, but scored big games, big game goals against Barcelona, Inter Milan, performed really well in the league, played Cam, and channeled his inner Kevin De Bruyne, played right wing, balled, played left wing, balled. Davies, apart from a few injuries, balled. Can't put him up there because the injuries did annoy us. Lucas Hernandez missed a few games, but he did what Lucas does. De Ligt coming in and doing what he did, amazing, sensational, and you get the point. So that's the list. Mia, send Mia, and peace. I already said that. I'm an idiot.